Hey everyone, my name is chaoticwolph and welcome back to A Case of Distrust. And the last one we discovered that we had 3 playing goals. I guess we're not, a shabby detective because considering we have such clear goals. So one was to get, find out who's behind the threat letter. We didn't really find out who's behind it, but we know for sure it's not the Black Hand Gang because it's a fake letter. And then the other 2 that we have to do is to discover Green's past, which kind of stuck on that for now. But the other one is to get into the Teaspoon Lounge, which we have discovered the password for now from good old Frankie. So now that we have a password, let's go there. I always get this, man. Did the drivers ever have anything good for me? We talked about politics, but I don't remember exactly what about. Not all my conversations with cab drivers were memorable. Are you telling me to stop talking to them? I opened the cab door. Okay, let's just knock. Again, I got a password this time, dude. I again wrapped my knuckles on the metal door. The panel slid open and the same dark eyes stared down at me. Hey dude, I'm back. Fill full your cups, feel no distress at all. Our great thoughts shrinking less, he repeated. He continued his stare, unwavering. But this time, I have the password, huh? Which is... Actually, do I just click on that? No, I think I need to click the statements. From good old Frankie. We'll do a good, okay? That line is the password. We'll do a good deed, nevertheless. I recited the line that Frankie had shown me on one of his bottles. The eyes squinted. Wait here, came a gruff response. Hey, I gave you the password, dude. The panel slid shut, and I heard footsteps walking away. I rolled a cigarette and waited. This detective smokes way too much. They're not the drinking kind, they're the smoking kind. After a quarter of an hour, that's a long time, I guess, the panel opened again. Bar's closed, but you can shoot pool in the upstairs room, said the eyes. He pulled the door ajar so I could see a set of metal stairs. Walk up. Kinda weird that they let you in even though the bar's closed. I walked up the stairs and opened the thin wooden door to the billiards room. It was much smaller than I expected for a gangster's paradise. The only light came from the hanging lamps above the billiards table. The haze of cigarette smoke darkened the room's corners. Who's this guy, your boss? A couple tall chairs were placed around the billiards table. Why is it around the table? The room was lit only by the dangling lamps above the billiards table. Okay, I know that. The pool table was the focus of the space. The light reflecting from its smooth green surface tinted the den. The rack on the wall held 5 cues. Okay, there's not much here if you ask me. There's a bottle here. A bottle of unlabeled wine sat on the table. When I sniffed, it smelled of strong spice. Okay, dude, I think you're my last hope. I saw a tall, broad-shouldered man playing the table by himself. Based on Frankie's description, I gathered this was Tiny Paul. I hope I don't have to beat him at pool to get him to talk. I cleared my throat to get him to look at me, then followed with a casual, "Are you ever gonna take a shot?" He stood up straight, rested his cue on the table, and looked at me sideways. It was a petulant look of a boy forced to play with his younger sibling. "Hello," he sighed. Let's ask him about this. Maybe he'll feel like I'm a friendly. I asked him more about billiards. "Thing is," he said in his baritone, "once you clear more balls than the other guy, you've got more crap in your way. Billiards is all about navigating through the crap. I never shot much pool, but I thought he might like me more if I feigned interest." Exactly! Those were my thoughts, man. I considered lying to him, telling him that I play. I don't think that's a good idea because he's gonna ask me to play it and then I'm gonna suck at it. I'll stick to cards. I mean, I don't want to lie because I feel like he'll see through me. I'll stick to cards. I didn't lie to him just then. "Stud, blackjack, or bridge?" he asked hoarsely. I raised an eyebrow and he showed a sheepish grin. "A gambler plays them all," he continued after cracking his knuckles. "But I don't think you're here for a game." Let's ask about Mr. Green. I asked about Green. "How's the gamble on that wine?" He grunted. "Green's setting it up. We're the muscle. What more is there?" You like green? I asked. The wrinkles on his brow deepened. Like or dislike, it don't matter sometimes. I work with what I'm given, and he's giving us a good lead. I suppose that's why you're here, Malone. So he know me too. The doorman must have looked me up. The babe talks fast. Everyone knows me, man. How am I supposed to do discreet detective work? Anyhow, he said, eyeing the billiards table. You need anything else from me? If you want something, better ask specific. Mobsters never fail to grate my nerves. He wouldn't tell me anything unless I push him with what I already knew. But did I know though? I guess as always, let's ask about the threat letter. Yeah, Green's letter. Know anything about this note? I asked and pulled out the letter with the black hand on it. Tiny Paw looked at the page, then laughed with his whole body. So there is a letter. Green's shaking over that. I'm not losing sleep though. Look, Green and I aren't best pals, but nobody to touch him with our protection, and none of us sent it to him. Or else I would know about it. I guess I'd take your word for it. Anything else? He asked. Well, I better ask more because I know nothing right now. Bootlegging scheme, which is this one, I guess, pretty much. I don't think he'll tell us about it though. So you're giving Green the dough? I asked. That's right, he said. We gave him the cash to get the supply going. You already gave him the money? Aren't you afraid he's going to run out on you? I asked. Tiny Paw frowned. I suppose you know less than I thought. Well, just to set you straight, that kid's right under my thumb. No way he'd get out of town alive before setting up our source. You're being really honest, man. Let's ask about everything, to be honest. Because I really don't have much of a lead right now. Know anything about Redstone Stable? I asked. Heard the name, he replied. But why all the gossip? He could tell you more about himself. You won't give me anything on him? Now why would I do that? He shook his head and asked, anything else? I mean, was I supposed to ask? I did ask that guy this thing though, I think. And he just kind of brushed it off. Isn't it funny if I asked them about their coat? It's like, why does that coat look like my uncle's coat, dude? I feel like I should have asked Sam about that, to be quite honest. Let know my name, bootleg, green cash. What can I actually ask him? What do you know, man? I feel like there's nothing much I can ask you, dude. About his house, tickets to— oh. I feel like he'll think he's trying to leave, right? Dude, there's nothing, man. I got nothing. Why do I have so less stuff? How about... I mean, I can ask this, but I don't feel like it'll give me anything. You know Green's note is a fake, I said. So somebody's goofing Green. He laughed heartily. Or maybe Green's just toying with you. He blew chalk off the end of his pool cue and asked anything else. Gosh, I don't know. I'm asking about my gold Green's pass. Can I ask that? Green's pass, Green's pass, Green's pass. Okay, I'm gonna ask, see if he knows anything about his pass. Know anything about Green's pass? I ask him. He's a local kid, I think. Been around the lounge a while. Boss knows him better than I do. You're not the boss. I thought you were the boss, man. Dude, this is not working out. I'm getting nothing. Ready to go to Frankie and ask him. Da 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 da. Billiards table. Okay, let's ask about this stuff. I should ask about the code anyway, just because. I considered telling Tiny Paw about Green's tickets to St. Louis, but if these mobsters thought that Green was about to blow town, they'd be liable to dig him an early grave. Oh, I guess the game is saving me from doing something stupid. I still needed to solve my case, and for that I needed my employer alive. Maybe after it all cleared up, I mentioned Green's tickets. I must have been lost in thought because Tiny Paw said, "Can I get back to this already?" motioning to the pool table. I'm gonna ask you about everything, Tiny Paw. Cause you're my only lead. I'm gonna freaking ask you about the cult, dude. I should ask you about his wife. You know anything about his wife? What's I gonna do with any of this, he asked. I tried to press him further but got nothing from it. That's freaking hilarious. He sighed, apparently eager to get back to his game. Anything else? Not really, dude. I really got nothing. Like, I really got nothing. Know my name, bootleg. You know, I'm gonna ask this. Claims he doesn't bootleg. I tried to work something about stable from Tiny Paw, but he withstood my browbeating without letting anything slip. God, this is just getting worse. I wonder if he can actually get like impatient with you. You just keep asking him crap and you get like nothing. I don't think I'm gonna get anything else, to be quite honest. I'm just gonna ask this. And that'll probably be my last question. Green's wife is a torture here? I asked. Paul smiled. Well, the pipes she's got built into the body, she's the reason most fellas keep coming back to the joint. Well, this is useless. I didn't have anything else to say to him, so he cracked his knuckles, arched over the table, and resumed lining up the shots. Whoa. Should I go back to Frankie? Good old Frankie? Maybe he'll give me something. I mean, surely by now, Sam should have given us something, right? I'm gonna skip talking to you, dude. I feel like you guys always give useful stuff. Okay, Frankie. You got anything for me? Still nothing? Lame. Okay, let's ask something. What's the new info I got? He didn't send a letter. I guess I can ask that. I pointed to something in my book, but Frankie's response was nothing memorable. Okay, I guess that's not the right thing. Got others watching. I don't think any of this is like actually useful. Gosh, what am I missing? Can you give me a hint of my goal? Still no idea what to make of Green's past. Frankie shrugged. Perhaps something in Green's house could give you some hint. I went there already, dude. You're not very helpful. And I went to the teaspoon of whatever thing already. I wonder aloud how I could get more dirt on Green's bootlegging. Frankie thought about it too. He offered, well, Green's working with Tiny Paw on this scheme. If I were to buy from a new source, I had to try it, get a taster. I continued his thought, so there's likely a sample of Green's stuff laying around the tin spoon. That would make sense. Maybe I asked Paul about whatever booze I could find. I didn't find a bottle of booze, actually. Frankie nodded. Thank you for the advice. Okay, thanks, Frankie. Guess that's kind of useful. I can go back there and ask about that booze bottle. I still don't know what to do about Green's thing, though, because I didn't really find anything, except her, his wife, high on drugs and alcohol. Is that an evidence pile? Green's house. Empty bottles. Round table, tickets. Let's ask about the tickets. And the coat. And the empty bottles. Okay, I guess that was useless. This is so lame, dude. Surely the empty bottles. Really? Damn it, Frankie. You're not being very helpful right now. Let's ask about the trench coat. Trenchy coat. Okay, you know what? I'm leaving, dude. You're not being helpful at all. Okay, let's go back to here really quick. And talk about that bottle. I did... Ooh, actually no, I don't want to talk. I did see a bottle, but... It didn't seem like it was something we could talk about. How you doing? I'm back. Okay, so there was this bottle here. But it's unlabeled wine, smell of strong spice. That's not gonna help me at all. I guess I can ask you about it. Hopefully. Okay, dude. Let's see if I got anything. Wine bottle. A bottle of yes. Okay, ask. That bottle on the table? I asked. He said that's the stuff. A sample from Green Source. I know some Napa wine that smells exactly like it, I said to him. That's so, he smiled. Well, that one's from Vancouver. I had to work every muscle of my face to stop my jaw from hitting the floor. Where's the wine from, Paul? I asked him again. It's from Vancouver, he repeated. Frankie had told me that only Napa grapes had this type of spice. If Paul didn't know this bottle was local, I wasn't going to tell him. Oh, are you telling me that he's cheating you? He's lying to you that it's wine from another place. But he told me something very important. I had to confirm with Frankie. But if my hunch was on the money, then Connor Green was not getting his wine from Canada, and he wasn't playing square with Tiny Paw. Tiny Paw's not gonna be happy if he finds out the truth. Anything else? Paul asked me. I snapped back into the moment and considered if I needed him to tell me anything else, though I just snagged quite the load. I guess I got what I needed. So I think that means I need to go talk to Green now, right? Be like, hey yo, you're lying to this guy. Am I gonna find him at his house? Oh, he better be at his house. Okay, she's still here alone, so that's not very useful. Can she actually talk to me? I guess not. This is stupid. Did I miss anything the first time? I don't know. Let's go talk to Frankie about it, I guess. He's my hint guy. Okay, let's ask about the message. Again. Okay, still no. Oh, wait, this is new stuff. Will you like this? I told her. Remember that wine you offered me? Oh, my Zinfandel? You nearly finished. Where do you say that grape was from? It's from here, California. Napa or Sonoma? You sure? Yes, Malone, that's the only place these grapes grow nowadays. And not Canada, I asked. What are you swinging at, Malone? Tiny Paw had a bottle of wine that tastes the exact same. The identical spice. He said it was from Green's bootlegging source. From Vancouver. And Green is lying. He's gonna get in trouble. Malone, I'm telling you, he said. No wine anywhere else in the world has that spice. It ain't from Vancouver, and Green ain't getting it cheap. Well, he's not getting it cheap, then why he get it from here? Okay, I nodded. Well, you just confirmed my hunch. Green's got no source. He must be swindling Tiny Paw and the entire fairy gang. And I bet he'll run away with the money. Frankie let out a long whistle in disbelief. Just then, the phone rang. Frankie picked up with a hello. Right, finally Sam is getting back to us. Then handed me the receiver saying, shipment. PC, he said, his excited voice crackling the speaker. Find anything on Green? And I asked. Nothing, he said. I was puzzled. Then why you call? That's the idea. First got pinched for a brawl in the ferry building. That was in November 1920. Before that, no Connor Green anywhere around the bay. Oh, so you're saying it's a fake name, huh? Strange, he continued. Has trouble staying out of a mess. Mixed up in something nearly every week. It's only appearing a few years ago. That Oakland backstory is Swiss cheese. I'm guessing that's code for bullshit. What are you thinking? Green's got a different past, I asked. He said. Guess that he's just got here in 1920 and never been straight about where he's from. Wait, I said. If Connor Green was a criminal in another town, easily some cop would recognize the name and send him back home. SFPD isn't that thick. Right, Shipman agreed. If it's the same name, could be his real identity disappeared in another town. I thought aloud. So he might have changed lives. Is there any way to confirm that? If Green fled, the local bulls would keep looking for him, but not if they thought he died. Get these cases sometimes where mobsters fake a death to escape a burg. Use a mango stiff to do it. Someone unrecognizable. That way they get out of town without a chase. So he faked his own death and he's selling fake wine. Got any mobster deaths in 1920? I asked. A ton. Too many to look through. But narrow the search for me. A town he might be from? I could check a specific city's archive. Anything in your notes that tells us where he could be from? I don't think so. I don't even know. I didn't do this part yet. I don't know where he's from. Oh, that sucks, dude. It could be here, right? Just because he's going there. Others watching Green, ... I don't think anybody knows his freaking past, dude. I really don't know. I don't know, I'm just gonna try this. I found some tickets to St. Louis in Green's apartment. I had told him. The missus was ruffled when I picked him up. I stayed on the telephone while Shipman used another line to call his contact at the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. I was nursing a glass of gin when he got back to me. Lucky break, PC. Seems there's one that fits the bill. Sweet. He read aloud an article from the St. Louis Post-Dispatch dated October 8, 1920. Gun battle at June's Diner. Gangster dead. Suspected bandit clubhouse scene of another shooting. A heated argument turned deadly Thursday as multiple shots rang inside June's Diner on 14th Street. Suspected hideout of Egan's Rats. A man was found dead at the scene, unidentified due to shotgun wounds to his face. Damn, his face got blown off. Police suspect he is mobster Bragg the Jester, who had hired a private eye to investigate threats on his life. Hey dude, same situation. Is he pulling another fake death? Oh, and then he could get away with his money. Oh, smart dude. Last month, Chief of Police Brannon said investigating gangster on gangster deaths was a waste of time, and the discovery of the threats leads many to believe police won't look further into the case. A lot of suspicious stuff going on here. Hold on, I said. This Bragg character had hired a private detective. State's police are quick to forget a case if they get a reason to think it's just gangster violence. This lines up with Green, I said. Gets better. Bragg's first name? Connor. I cursed loudly through the telephone. Damn it! I've been had! I continue my theory, and your story says this Bragg was deeply in debt, so maybe Green is just waiting in San Francisco until he's got enough dough to skip town and go home? He have some bootlegging business? Shipman asked. Why would he leave that behind? No, I shook my head. His wine is complete bunk. It's local stuff, not any Canadian route he might be claiming. I didn't know why he pulled a fast one, until now. Returning Bragg to St. Louis could be huge. Swing by the station. We'll iron it all out. I agreed and slammed the receiver on his bags. There's no need to slam Frankie's phone, okay? He probably paid a lot for that. It seemed I needed to make my way back to the station. Well, alright guys, I'm gonna leave this here because it feels like we have made some sort of big breakthrough. So Green came to us with like some fake pretense of being threatened. You gotta help me, dude. And then we go like a huge round trip and we get back to here and we find out that he has done this sort of thing before by hiring another detective and then faking his death, so it seems like he's pulling the same thing again. You can't do the same schemes, man. You're gonna find out eventually. Did that make me find out his past, or okay, I accomplished all my goals. Did I beat this game already? I don't know if there's multiple cases in this or just this one case. I would kind of hope there's more, but maybe this is the big case because I feel like I haven't discovered much about my past yet. I was hoping this is gonna lead me to finding out about my uncle's death, you know? But I couldn't really ask anyone about that trench coat. Maybe I should ask Frankie about the trench coat. No, actually I did already. I think he said nothing. I don't know, but in any case, in the next part, we will go to the police station. I forgot what Shipman wanted from me. I guess we're just gonna talk about some stuff, hash it out maybe, and then go arrest Green maybe. I don't know, we'll just have to figure this out in the next part. So thank you guys so much for watching this. Let me know what you think, and I will see you guys in the next video.